we are going to be chatting with BBC, Benin Boys Council. Uyioghosa, Israel Obazuwa, he's the chairman of BBC. You are welcome to the program. That's to my immediate left. And of course, Osato Ugiagbe, operations manager, BBC, to my far left. You are welcome.
Thank you for having us.
You run a non-profit organization, and of course, you are passionate about uplifting the ordinary citizens and of course, promoting good governance.
Yes.
Okay. So, what is your impression about the Governor Godwin Obaseki-led administration?
Thank you once again for having us on the show tonight. Like you rightly said, the Benin Boys Council is a non-profit organization, an NGO, and a social club, an association of Nigerian youths on the street of legitimate hustle. Not just hustle, but legitimate hustle. And we are passionate about leadership excellence and advancing the common people. And we have seen this demonstrated by His Excellency's government for the past 4 years. His Excellency Mr. Godwin Obaseki, being a trained and experienced finance and international business developer, has been able to do more with less in Edo State, and he has offered good leadership to the people of Edo State. And because his style of leadership is in tandem with what the BBC, the Benin Boys Council, stands for, and so we decided to throw our weight solidly behind him by endorsing him as our own candidate for this election. We had to take a stand. I usually don't do things like this, but I saw the need for this and I had to take this stand. I talked to my team. I have a leadership team at the BBC network, and I have volunteers and members. It's an NGO. And we had this vision together called Leadership about casting a vision and making people back into the vision. So I cast the vision for the organization. The leadership team bought into it, and the members and volunteers also bought into it. And so we have been using our platform, our network, to campaign vigorously for His Excellency's second term re-election.
So you're campaigning vigorously for His Excellency's re-election. Would you term that legitimate hustling?
Yes, it's not.
Because I really want to know what that legitimate hustling means. Yes.
Should I define that?
Please do.
The word hustle has been seriously bastardized in the present Nigerian system. When an average Nigerian youth tells you he's hustling or he's on the street, as gentlemen, I'm about to use the word guys, we know what it stands for. We know what they mean. And when a young girl tells you she's on the street hustling, we also know what it means. But by the dictionary definition, that's not the true meaning of hustle. And prior to this time, that's not the true meaning of hustle. So we are trying to reorient the minds of the average Nigerian youth to tell them that true hustle is hard work, not doing an illegitimate business or job I tag it as hustling. True hustle means having a good job if you are working in a firm, or running your own legitimate business, not going into crime or any other sort of things. So we call it legitimate. I put it in quotes, or where did I put it in quotes? Legitimate hustle, true hard work. Whether you're into business or you're working in a firm.
Ugiagbe, would you say that the governor has been fair to the youths of Edo State since he came into power about 3 years, 10 months ago?
Yes, 100% he has been fair to the youths. I'm a beneficiary of Edo Job. Since he came into government, I've been taught digital marketing, and I can do that 100%. And I'm good because of that Edo Job in Photoshop. As I'm talking to you now, he said legitimate hustle. We are in the street of legitimate hustle. We are against cybercrime. And as I talk with you now, I am running a course with Open University UK on cybersecurity. And because of this, from the platform of Edo Job, I was able to register with Open University. And right now, by God's grace, maybe by the close of next month, I'll be a graduate of cybersecurity. Because of this, I can say he has done 100% for the youth. And through the platform of this Edo Job, most of us now have a wide knowledge of technology. But before now, we just see people saying they know technology, not more than Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. But technology IT has gone beyond Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word. Now we can see people going on digital marketing, Photoshop, Excel, HTML, stuff like that because of this Edo Job.
Now, Uyioghosa, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what would you make of the governor's strides in attracting investment to Edo State?
Thank you very much. Like I said before, I hardly do things like this. I'm a man who studies people.
So we should tell you thank you?
That's not what I want.
What do you want?
I don't do things to get appreciated or be told thank
Well, are you doing it because you are expecting something in return?
No, I love, like I said, I love his style of leadership.
So.
He's a trained and experienced international business developer and has been able to translate that experience he has in the business world into governance. I was that the man, that's why I threw my weight solidly behind him. He's sound. I love people who are intellectual. I am also an intellectual. So I love people who are intellectually minded.
Okay, so
it's
now
let's
talk about investments.
Yes.
So let's talk about his attracting investment to Edo State.
Into Edo State. By God's grace, we know what is on the ground as touching the modular refinery. That will give us, I think, 5,500 barrels per day.
Yes.
At the local community, which is about 80-90% complete.
Yes.
When the thing was brought on air, there were so many rambles and noise making and all of it. This one said he's the one that began the project. This one says he's the one that began the project. I mean, I have no issue with it. I'm a leadership coach. And in leadership, I believe when somebody has done something and he leaves the stage, somebody else will come and continue. And that's what America is needing in the world today. Because whoever goes into the seat of American president, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, there is one vision for America. America must remain the world #1 superpower. 2, they must have good affluence economically for their people. So whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you must work with the American vision. But what do we have here in Africa? What do we have here in Nigeria? Whoever comes on stage wants to rubbish the work that the man who came before him did. Or whoever was there before, when he said that this man who is on the seat now is doing well, he wants to now rubbish him and tell him, I'm the one that laid the templates, he has nothing to offer, let's kick him out of office. And as a Nigerian youth who is passionate about leadership excellence and good governance, I'm not okay with it. And so this time around, let me give my voice. I have a network platform. I'm into network marketing. I do offline and online. So I'm using that experience, that avenue, that network to support this man. He's sound. I know people who are intellectual. And he has proven it. In 4 years, he has done more with less in Edo State.
Ugiagbe, do you think that the governor will win this election?
Yes. I don't think, I know he's going to win this election. Because of what he has done is visible. Even the young, the old, is visible. So, in fact, as it's saying in tangos, Ogbane is a dundee.
It is complete.
Because, like my chairman said, we are not politicians. We are just passionate about good governance. And this man he has proven himself in the past 3.5 years that he is the one that can lead us, in fact, to the promised land. So that means Ogbane.
It is done.
What would you say regarding the drums of war and the fear that that is being put in the people come September 19th?
Wow! By God's grace, we did our final mega rally for him offline. We'll be working online and offline, but today was a final offline campaign for him. That's why I delayed. It was a little bit of delay coming down here because we had the drone camera covering us, people from the PDP joining us, in the community joining us, so there was a delay. And the message we pushed to the people was that don't be intimidated. The governor, with assurance from the federal government and all people who have interest in this election, are assuring us that security is 100% on the ground. Now, as a believer, as a Christian, we know that ultimate security belongs to God. However, government is there to offer security to the people. So we tell to Edo voters, don't be scared. Forget the lions and the tigers. And when I was made reference to that speech during the campaign, when I mentioned lions and tigers, somebody said lions and tigers belong to the bush. And that person said lions and tigers belong to the zoo. So that was the answer. They are not to be seen on the street, not to be seen in the police center. So Nigerian voters, Edo voters, don't be scared. There's security for you. And by the grace of God, everything will go well. Don't be scared.
Do you have any expectations for the governor if he comes back for a second time?
Surely, sir.
What are your expectations?
Like I said, I'm passionate about leadership excellence and youth development. So by the grace of God, like he said, it's done. Ogbane, as the Benin will say, and which is like slang all over the state. As soon as he comes into office, because we know he's coming to office, not by power, not by might, as I will say, but by the power of God Most High, who is the true Godfather. God is the true Godfather. The word Godfather came from God and Father. So God is the true Godfather, and God, the true Godfather, is bringing this man back into office again. So as soon as the governor resumes second term, November 16, 2020, if I'm not mistaken, by God's grace, I expect from him.
Until November 12th.
12th, okay. I expect from him to really do more on the youth development. I love the youth. That is my constituency. And whatever I do it from that constituency. And Nigeria has a teeming youth population. So we should give this for leadership. Because there has been issue with leadership. Our youths a lot, they're on the street just doing what they like because there has not been leadership. The Bible says when there was no king in Israel, everyone did as he pleased. And so Nigerian youths have had that issue. They don't have the proper leadership. So whoever does anything thinks it's just the norm. It's the normal thing. If you don't do this, we can't succeed. So by God's grace, I expect from His Excellency, Mr. Godwin, Obaseki, as soon as he resumes second term, he should do more on youth development. He has done well, but we want more from him.
Ugiagbe, what do you have to say to the youths like you come Saturday, 19th September 2020?
Now, what I have to say to the youth is they should shun electoral violence on that day. And immediately they finish voting on that day, as the saying goes, stay behind. Please, after voting, like we saw on today on the social media, if you must stay behind, please maintain peace, maintain calmness. And like my chairman has already said, don't be intimidated, don't be threatened by the lions and tigers. So please, on that day, in fact, this shall be the most peaceful election that has ever had in Nigeria.
Amen. Because
we have prayed, we have interceded. On that day, it shall be a done day.
Amen.
Thank you. Any last word from you?
Yes. BBC says no to electoral violence. No to electoral violence. Nigerian youths don't carry guns, don't carry machetes, don't carry bottles, don't even a spoon. The only thing we need from you, go with your permanent voter card. PVC is not an ID card. I'll be telling them. It's not only when you go to the bank, want to open an account or a dorm account, say, where's your ID card? You go and please. No, it's not called ID card. It's called permanent voter card. That is your weapon. That's your voting power. So come Saturday 19th, 2020, just 2 days from now, 48 hours from now, go out with your PVC. Go to your polling unit, tender it for verification, and once it's signed, put your ballot and your thumbprint. I think we're using this on the ballot paper, and vote for this man, Godwin, Obaseki, on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. Safely.
Thank you very much. All right, it's been a pleasure chatting with these youths that are so passionate about good governance and, of course, uplifting the people. Thank you so very much, Uyioghosa Israel, Obazuwa, the chairman of BBC Benin Boys Council.
Thank you.
You don't have ladies in your organization?
Yes, we have. I do. There was an issue that came up. But when I came up with this name, and I told my friend and they bought into it, Benin Boys Council, the lady said, sir, we want to come in. But your name, the name you choose is pushing us aside. I said, no. I just choose that name as a concept because who are the people being used by politicians for violence? It is the boys. They will never come to a gun, give her a gun. No, it is the boys. That's why I captured from the angle. But it is open. We are not gender biased and we are not tribal biased. I believe in the One Nigeria project as a Nigerian. I believe in One Nigeria. And so though we use the name Benin because we started from the Benin city, but I act locally and I think globally.
Okay, okay. Just like in press, we say gentlemen of the press, yeah. Whether you are a man or you are a woman. Okay. Exactly. So Osato Ugiagbe, the operations manager.
Yes.
Thank you so very much for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
We wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Thank you very much.
Now, my name remains Habiba Uyioghosa. We say a very big thank you to you for watching this our program. And of course, it's less than 48 hours to the election. But let me just let you know that by tomorrow, which is Friday, we are going to change our backdrop. Yeah, what you are going to be seeing would be Edo 2020 Situation Room, starting 12 midnight today, because everything regarding campaigns will end 12 midnight today. Yeah. So thank you so very much for coming.
My people, now well done. I agree to now plenty. This election, the governorship election for Edo State, it don't reach grand finish. Now this Saturday, September 19, 2020, now we won't do it. As the matter don't be now, we know say we want votes and we want make our votes count. And we want make our governor win. I beg una, as una go see, if una observe or see say some kind kata or yeye thing won't begin happen, or mago won't begin take place for una polling booth, make una take una phone, begin snap. There is a platform where we they call snap and send. Now fit was now snap up, now fit send them to WhatsApp number 09051702571. Now fit also do them as hashtag to on Twitter as well as Facebook. With this, we go quick know wetin dey happen for there, and then our ogbonge security people will quickly come clear the wahala so that una go fit vote and una go stay make dem count the vote, and una vote go count for the election. God go help us this election. Our governor, wey we wan make we continue, he go win am well well. At least make una remember, if una just see any mago or any buburugburu wey wan take place again, make una snap, send am to that number on WhatsApp. Na do well.